You're alright, fuckers and fuckettes. Now, I love these old Hondas to death. Some of their chrome wasn't the best in the world. What we're going to show you right now is how to change their fender. Now, this is where the stock toolbox on this one goes. And these fenders on these 70s and 80s Hondas, man, they're pretty interchangeable. It is not a problem to find one that's both attractive and fits properly. Oh, you're kidding me. You don't need a pair of pliers down there. That ain't gonna do it. Just my fucking luck. Can I get to them wires without pulling that box? No. Alright, where's my damn pliers? And there goes that damn phone. Yeah. Yeah. Okay. I'm sorry, there should be conductivity because they're windings, dude. The test for the three stator leads is to test them while it's running. If it's drawing AC voltage and it's within 5 or 10 volts of each other, it's probably good. Now on your Goldwing you had resistance on the well no, that's on the CB750s and 900s. Actually no, the Goldwing's got an energized puck too, but on the Yamaha that puck's not energized, that puck is self-magnetized, that's why there's only 3 wires instead of 5. What? Mm-hmm. And you checked that your fuses, sometimes they'll corrode on the end. Your fuses. Sometimes your fuses will corrode on the end, or the sockets they fit in will corrode on the end. check your rectifier? Remember I told you about the most popular mod for those is to get an XL rectifier? I wasn't kidding. I mean, even though I sounded like I was kidding, I was not kidding. You did what now? Sorry, I dropped the phone. Trying to... Hello, you there? Okay. Yeah. Yeah, it gets its AC from the stator, and the rectifier's job is to convert it to DC. Generally with a diode checker, but without seeing a schematic for the rectifier, I can't tell you. Now, if they've got AC voltage when the bike's running, and they're within 5 or 10 volts of each other, they're probably good. In Yamaha's case, I don't look at the stator first. I go straight to the rectifier on any of them damn Viragos. I mean, they do have a history of bad stators, but they've got a lot bigger history of them rectifiers ain't shit. And I do have a spare one sitting here for you if you want it. It's off of a Vision, but you're more than welcome to it. I don't give a shit about it. It's been sitting there about fuck a year, but you got to take the airbox that's attached to with it. Usually if a rectifier is failing intermittently, it's getting hot and shutting off. And sometimes it's just a broken wire, sometimes it's just a broken wire somewhere. And another thing Yamahas are famous for is that kill switch up top. Well, no, because if that one starts flogging in and out, you know, from dirty connections, then the whole bike dies and comes back on, dies and comes back on, so never mind. That would be a bad sensor, but I'm not going to say it's a bad sensor until we know that you're charging. Because if you honk on it, you're also creating a hell of a load on the electrical system. And if it's not charging, there's your light. It's not getting enough voltage to send it. In other words, don't trust your idiot lights until you're 100% sure that your voltages are correct. And stator-wise, I know where there's a couple laying around, but it's more often on those it's the rectifier. And like I say, I've got a spare one here, you're more than welcome to. It's been sitting here forever. Alright. Yep. Yeah, I'm sitting here working on a bike, shooting a video, and all these people are listening to my half this conversation. I'm trying to do a video on a fender here. That's why I dropped the phone. I was turning wrenches. Alright. Okay. Alright, now y'all saw me do that bolt, and this bolt. And we'll get this one. Sweet truck. Now this one I ain't gonna pull all the way out because I don't want to be picking up this rack and shit. Just gonna back it out of here enough to where I can still have it stuck in the frame, but my fender's gonna fall. Told you. Okay, so now go on ahead and tuck my fender right the hell up to where that wire is going to push back through. Come back here. Yeah, you know what? I'm taking that box out. That means an 8 and a damn 10. That gets a regular nut on here when it goes back on. Get some big fucking pliers. Now that motherfucker's over there, so I can pop my wires apart, and they're color coded. There we go. Now, take my 10mm. Pop the light off. And I have to pop the license plate bracket off to do that. And naturally I can't get a ratchet back there. Pull this fucking funny license plate holder off. Now, members of the Democratic Party at this time are probably thinking that we need some kind of a federal program to entitle them to automatic fender replacement or some shit. Whereas the Republicans are going, well, yeah, he's having to work for it. That's the right thing right there. Alright. Hell, that just made my life actually easier. So I can get to these two with a ratchet. There's one. And a washer on the back side. There's two. Yeah. Sorry about that, I wasn't paying attention, but hopefully y'all can see that it's just these 3 bolts on the tail light here. Got that one. I got one more to go. And for this one, there's a trick to it. Stick your wrench up in there. Flat sided, just like that. Hell, you ain't even gonna have to hardly hold that. Well, unless you're clumsy like me. There we go. Just boom, come on down. Turn that bitch on off of there. Go ahead and leave your wrench and your bolt right in there. Put your nut on the back side. Actually take your wrench out because you're fixing to have to flip this whole fender around to get this wire out. Now, pull it through your grommet here. Right here at the top. Pull it through a little bit. Pull it back a little bit. Pull it through a little bit. What you're doing there is you're breaking that dirt up. Once you go to pulling this thing through, you don't want that dirt getting in there acting like a wedge binding your ass up, do you? No. You want a nice smooth pull. Like that right there. Now, pull that right on through that other grommet. Now this new fender already has new grommets. You take this right here and you do some shit with it, I don't know what. Not going to trash it, I'm probably going to sand it and make that a painted fender later. Getting down on the spare parts. Boom. Go. Now we're coming through. Now, before you get too far, stem light back on it. Push that shit through that grommet as far as you can. There you go. Top bolt. Just enough to catch a thread. Okay, I caught me a couple of threads. The next 2 bolts, they're here, they're ready. This other bolt right here. Now, check your wires, make sure you ain't gonna have nothing pinching in between when you tighten this shit down. you shouldn't, because I mean, you know, you got spacer bushings in there anyway, but sometimes you get that clump that wants to bind, and you don't want that. You want to do it right. So, now I need my 10mm again. Do that top bolt that I did last. I'm doing that first this time. Zip these down. Okay, boom. I'm done there. Now, come up here. I forgot. Stick your wires back through your grommet here. And I should have used good Harbor Freight grommets last time I was on that. Factory Honda ones kind of suck by comparison. Make sure you get your twist out, because you need all the wire you can get for this. There you go. Go ahead and bring that shit up right like that. Get your wire ready. Goes through this path here. There's a little hole right there. It's made into the plastic. So now, come up to, so these two or these two? That was these two. That was these two. But you dumbass hurry motherfucker, that's gonna fall the second you let go. Yeah, well, remember I left that one bolt just kind of hanging there? Yeah, and that's handy to push in. Alright, and you get your wire clip. Pushes right into that hole there. It's got a little pin and a clicker. All you have to do to hook your wires back up here is just match your colors. I'll pretty this one up in a minute. Put some fresh shrink wrap over it. Alright, that's that. I need this other bolt right here. Tighten these before those. Boom. That one's tight. Get 12 up, I won't be needing it no more. Get this 10. Crank these fuckers down. Same here. Now, as promised, when I put this fucking toolbox back on, bitch is getting a real goddamn nut this time. So, I need to figure out what the fuck I did with that toolbox. I just set the son of a bitch straight down here, I thought. Go get a regular nut and a washer for this. I'll be right back. Tuck my wires down, but leave that one to where I can get to it in a while. I'm going to have to rewrap that. See, I can get to that. That's not a problem. Put that sucker in the hole. Oh, come on. Gotta love Honda. And if you're wondering which fenders will fit which bike, look at the letter code. It's stamped into the fenders generally. C fender fits a C bike. Same, you know, blah, blah, blah. Or do like I do and just walk around, look at shit and go, hell, that motherfucker will fit. There we go. Good and tight, like good pussy. Good and tight. And put the factory toolkit back in there and put it in the factory position. That flap goes in and down. You're supposed to actually set it in there like that. Yeah, I watched that stupid training video for the factory, but I never did much more than kind of laugh at it because we were really stoned back then. I think that video was like a 1960 something. All I'm doing now is just putting the license plate frame back on. So I guess we can say we'll holler at y'all fuckers and fuckheads later, because all I got left to do is just click the seat on, and if y'all don't know how to click a seat on, well, you must be Democratic Party members, and I'm sure the government will come up with some kind of entitlement program to get some dumbass like me to do it for you. Alright, we'll holler at you fuckers and fuckheads later.